What's up, y'all? I was popping about to react to this Kevin Hart vid. This is him telling the story about how him and his friend got put in jail together. What? I already feel like this is about to be hilarious. Kevin Hart does a really good job telling stories. So let's see what happened. Let's watch.
All right, episode 2 of Confessions from the Heart. It's another story.
Title.
Really funny story. This is about the time me and my friend Keith Robinson got locked up together. You won't love the story. In New York, for some reason, everything always happens.
Oh, getting locked up with a friend sounds fun. Low key, I ain't gonna lie.
Keith,
Getting locked
Keith
up alone,
Robinson, mentor, friend, brother. Keith has always had like this thing with the cops, man. He's always had like this weird energy of a back and forth between him and cops. Didn't matter what the situation was. He was real lippy with cops.
You know why? Like,
we're driving, and we are coming back from doing the college. We do the college. Keith was actually booked on the college. I opened for Keith on the college. So I had to do 15 minutes in front of him. Keith paid me a little bit of money. So he was like, Kev, drive back. We were driving back to Philadelphia from New York City. While we are in New York City, there's a situation, this is a very true story, where a woman is crossing the street. We're at a light. A woman's crossing the street, and while the woman's crossing the street, me and Keith, we're looking at the woman cross the street. Not being disrespectful or rude, but the woman's crossing the street. We're at a light. The cop car pulls up beside us, and Keith looks over. The cops look back at Keith. I mean, it's not an exchange, but there's like a little weird energy there. We pull off. When we pull off, as soon as we pull off, the fucking cops light us up. Whoop, whoop. When the cops light us up, I'm like, fuck, I'm driving. I'm like, I don't have my license. I don't have my fucking license. I tell Keith, he's like, we'll be good. Keith used to call me Little Dummy. Little Dummy and Little Stupid.
What?
I go, I don't have my license. He's like, all right, don't worry about it, stupid. We're fine. It's my car. It's registered. Cop pulls over, they get up there, they go, license and registration, please. I tell the cop, I say, I don't have my license. I said, but I can give you my name, my social, whatever you need. Keith immediately goes, what'd you pull us over for? The cop goes, sir, let me talk to the driver of the vehicle. I need your license and registration. I said, sir, once again, I don't have my license. It's his car. Keith goes, fuck that. This is a true story. He goes, fuck that. What'd you pull us over for? The cop goes, I'm going to ask you again to shut your mouth and let me talk to the driver of the vehicle.
That's a little too much for no reason.
Hey, man, listen. My name is Kevin Hart. I don't have my license. You can run my name. Keith goes, nah, this fucking cop just looks for any reason. You got nothing. You got nothing on us. You should let us go. Stop trying to get extra credit, dummy. He says that to the cop. The cop goes, I've had enough of you. Step out the car. Keith goes,
no.
You don't fuck about stepping out the car. I'll step out the fucking car. Keith steps out the car. I'm in the car. I'm behind the driver's wheel. I see Keith get out the car. The cop is now approaching Keith. The cop goes, put your hands behind your back. Keith goes, no, you put my hands behind my back.
What?
I'm watching in complete disbelief. I forgot to mention, Keith is an old guy. Keith was older. Not an old guy, because now I'm 40. At the time, Keith was like 44. Keith is like, no, stupid. I'm not putting my hands behind my back. You do it. He was like 40. The cop goes to grab Keith's arm. Keith takes the cop, slams the cop on the car. Boom! He said, get off me. You're weak. He goes, you're weak. You got nothing. He goes, Keith talks like a 70s movie action hero. He's like, you got nothing, stupid. I suggest you call a team. You need backup to get me.
What?
I'm sitting there. I'm in the driver. I'm like, oh my God, Keith is going to fucking jail. The cop, he gets up. He tries to wrestle Keith a little bit. Keith is manhandling the cop. He's not hitting him. He's just, every time the cop tries to grab him, he's defending himself, positioning himself to where the He's
Come
not
on, physical
slamming it
fitness.
no more. The cop can't get
Period.
him. He pushes the cop.
Nothing's
Cop
happening.
falls down. Backup is now coming. You see lights.
I'm sorry for you.
Cars pull up. I'm still in the fucking driver's seat, scared to death. I'm like 23, 24 years old at the time. I can't believe what I'm seeing. The cop now gets out the car. Keith is standing there. He's standing there like this. He keeps doing this with his shoulders. The cop is like, he's resisting arrest. 3 cops go up to grab Keith. They're trying to put his arms behind his back. He's holding his arms on the hood. He was like, you're weak. You're all weak. Nobody's got nothing. Cop pulls out pepper spray.
Oh, no.
I hear Keith say, I eat pepper spray. Shh. You motherfuckers pepper sprayed me. I'm sitting in the car. A woman police officer comes around to me. She goes, if you open your mouth, you're going to get the same. I said, I ain't said nothing. I am cooperating, man. She said, get out the car. Get out the car. I get out the car. They are whooping Keith's ass. I start yelling, y'all got to stop. Stop, man. He ain't doing nothing no more. Stop. The woman puts the pepper spray up to me. I just close my eyes. I said, ma'am, I do not want any problems at all. I'm just saying he's on the ground. Put your hands behind your back. Take my hands behind my back. Put the cuffs on me. They put me in the back seat. They put Keith in the same back seat, which never happens. You don't never get to ride in the same fucking like car as the person, you know, that you're in trouble with. So I'm like, well, how the fuck is Keith in here? He's sitting there. They're sitting him there until, I guess, the other car comes up that they can put us in. Because the car that pulled up, there was 2 officers in it, and that officer was acting like the watch-out vehicle. Whatever. I smell shit. Keith goes, they kicked me in my stomach. He goes, a little bit of shit came out. They don't know what they're fucking with. And I said, wait, you shitting me some? He goes, they booted me good in the stomach, little dummy. And like his eyes are red. It looks like he's crying. He's like, they got no idea who they're fucking with. I'm going to show them. I was like, Keith, we going to jail. No, you're not. This is bad. We're going to jail.
Keith, we're going to jail.
We go to fucking jail. After they separate us, they take us to the jail cell, separate cars. They finally put us in our cell. We're in an open cell. Keith's shirt is ripped up. His fucking pants are like ripped from the side. He's got bruises and shit on his face. You tell they fucked him up bad. He goes to me. He goes, where were you at? Why didn't you help?
Nigga, you don't.
What? What do you mean why didn't help? It's the fucking cops, man. I'm not fighting no cops with you. He's like, you're a bitch. You should have been in there with me. We should have both got pepper sprayed. I said, no.
What?
We should not have. Me and Keith got in a full-fledged argument in the jail cell because he felt that I should have been there. It all gets done. The argument is over. Keith made his call. Keith's brother comes out. This is when I realized that sometimes you just don't know who people are. Keith called his brother. His brother came down. Keith had a plethora of black people outside the police station in the morning, marching and screaming, "Free Keith Robinson." They were screaming, "Free Keith Robinson." They were all saying, like, police brutality. They were all saying all of this shit. In the back of my mind, I was like, Keith was wrong.
Right.
They don't know the story. Keith slammed that cop.
Wow.
And the cops were black. True story. Another confession from the heart. Keith Robinson literally got the shit kicked out of him. I remember 24 years old, man.
I gotta look him up.
I got tons of gems. I eat pepper spray. More coming.
This was hilarious. I need to look up Keith to see what he looking like. He crazy as shit. At first I was like, yeah, the cops ain't doing too much. But as the story progressed, I'm like, yeah, no. But I mean, of course, they then started to do too much. I'm like, oh, you shut up or you gonna get the same treatment. Like, chill out. This nigga is cooperating. He ain't doing nothing wrong. But yeah, you can't be slamming cops and then And then when they fuck you up, be like, "Hey, what's going on?" Like, come on. I was with you until you started doing the food. So his friend was definitely in the wrong for sure. But this is a hilarious story. I like when Kevin Hart is just being like chill and just talking and, you know, telling us his life experiences. I feel like this is when he is the most funny. When he's on stage, it don't always translate well. You feel me? But this is really funny. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.